Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. And as we are continuing our week-long look at building our Avengers, today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends 20th Anniversary Iron Man. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Alright, here's a closer look at everything that you get in the package. A look at the packaging. You can see Iron Man right here, nice big right there in the front. You got a couple of blast effects. I'm not sure what these are. We'll figure that out here in a minute. Some extra hands. And that Charles Bronson head. Of course, you can see the card that he comes with in the background. Spinning it around here on the back, you can see a really nice photo of the figure in the backdrop. And if you want to read that little write-up, you can pause it and read it right there. So, enough about this packaging. Let's get this awesome figure opened up and take a closer look. Alright, and here's a closer look at everything that comes in the Iron Man package. And starting off, he does come with his blast effect hands on in the package. You do get two of these clear, translucent, and then painted a light blue with some blast effects on it. Little blast effects, we'll put those in his hands in just a minute. He does come with two fists for punching, which is great. I do appreciate that. I would like an extra set of hands since, you know, Captain America, who we took a look at yesterday, actually came with 3 sets of hands. That would have been really cool. Maybe some open splayed hands. Here we have this old school, like late 70s, early 80s Tony Stark head sculpt that everybody keeps saying looks like Charles Bronson, and they're not wrong. It's got some light blue dry brushing all over the top and makes it just look really nice. The eyes are painted well. They're kind of looking up. I love the smirk. I love the eyebrow raise, and I love the mustache. This looks incredible. And then he does have these effects, which are kind of weird because they're really dark and black and smoky. They're like this really dark gray. And these are for wrapping around his ankles and having him like blast off. I think I would have preferred these just to be all white and have more of a smoke effect and less of this like something's burning and on fire effect. But they are identical. They wrap around his ankles. You could wrap them around his hands if you want. But I think they're made specifically for the ankles. Moving Iron Man out of the way, you can see that he does come with the Marvel Legends base. He does come with this old school cover for Iron Man number 174. And you can see various Iron Man suits on the front cover. And then he does come with the Stark Tower sign on the backside. I think what I would have really liked, since we didn't get like a big shield or an extra set of hands, is I think I would have preferred if he had came with like this classic Iron Man head. This is to me more. I like this head more than the one that we got. So I would have preferred if we had you know, an extra head in there. You know, so, you know, you could choose what you want. Your style of classic Iron Man. That would have been really neat. But just taking a closer look at Iron Man himself, his helmet is nice and shiny. I love that there's like a light gloss to like the red and a black dry brush that goes in there and gets into those lines and recesses. But the mask is bright and shiny, and the black paint is perfect. I love that we have some yellow paint here on his chest and in his arc reactor. Nice bright glossy yellow plastic. Clean paint on the gauntlets. Again, the wrists, the hands, the boots, the crotch piece all have like this dark wash where the paint gets in the lines and just looks really nice and neat and looks really cool. Like I said, he does come with his blast effect hands, which are not articulated in any way. They do not hinge or swivel. They have little holes in them, which look nice whether you have the blast effects in there or not. And when you put the blast effects in, there you have it. That's what they look like. So he can be blasting, you know, multiple baddies at the same time. And it looks really cool. I dig that. So I think for the rest of the review, what we're going to do is we're going to pop these hands off and these effects, and go with the fists, so he's just in more of a neutral pose for the rest of this review. All right. Also, I want to show you how these pop on the feet. They just kind of have like a tight little grip around the top. They don't plug in the bottom, which would have been really nice. That would have been great. They just kind of wrap around the ankles like this, and they kind of give off this swirling effect. But it doesn't really look like the smoke is coming out of his feet, out of the bottom, like out of the thrusters. It's like his feet are wrapped around it. Maybe it's that he's blasting through and his feet are like coming through the smoke that's already come out. Maybe that's the effect they're going for. But I don't know. He doesn't come with a flight stand. And so I kind of think these are a little useless. I still would have rather had an extra head than those effects, unless he was going to come with a flight stand where you could use those effects. But maybe that's just me. Let's pop his head off and pop on the Tony Stark head. It's a nice fit, and it stays on pretty tight. And man, that looks great. He just looks incredible. He looks so good. I really dig it. But you really have to you get that Robert Downey Jr. idea out of your head and really go back to that old classic 70s, 80s Tony Stark, and that's what he looks like. But if he had some sort of like splayed or different sized hand, different position hand, you could have more of a grip going on to where he could be holding his helmet on your shelf in your display. I think that would look really nice. But let's get this off. Let's go back to Iron Man and let's check it out and his articulation. So he can look all the way so far that I popped his head off. He can go back that far, which is great for getting him into flying poses. That looks fantastic. I'm super happy with that. He can look forward, look down all the way. He can crunch back quite a bit and crunch forward about that far. He does have a swivel at the waist. There we go. Can get in that T-pose, no problem. Arms can go all the way around. Bicep swivel, double jointed even though they are pinned. Elbows, but because of the gauntlet, you're not going to get any further than that. The fists are hinged to in and out, so that's nice that they are hinged. He can kick forward really far, back only about that far because this is a really hard plastic butt piece right here. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, but again because of the big armor on the boots, that's as far back as you're going to get. Does have a boot cut, and he does have a hinge swivel and pivot at the foot, and so he articulates as you would expect any Marvel Legends figure to articulate. So let's get him standing up here. Let's get some of his accessories and stuff out of the way, and then bring in our other Avenger that we took a look at yesterday, Captain America, and you can see that these two are standing neck and neck with one another. So he is going to fit in nicely with the Avengers team that we're spending this whole week building. And then again, here he is next to Spider-Man, and even though he's not on the base, he still stands taller than Spider-Man. And if you want to have him interacting with Indiana Jones and his team, that's about what he looks like. And as always, bringing in a Black Series, you can see he just towers over the Black Series figures. So let's get Iron Man here into some backgrounds, into some lighting, and see how he poses up. Okay, this guy is pretty amazing. I love the type of plastic that they used. I love the accessories that he comes with. Would I've liked an additional head? I absolutely would. Will I try to track one down on eBay? I don't know. Maybe I will, to sort of make my own definitive Iron Man. Who knows? But this guy poses well. He looks great. The colors pop, and he just looks absolutely amazing. And I'm really glad that I'm building out my Avengers team. And I am just so sorry that it's taken me so long to do so, because this figure is pretty awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Please continue to give us some likes, some comments. subscribers. You guys are amazing. I get new subscribers every single day, and it just blows me away. Even 1 or 2 that I get, it means the world to me. We're slowly growing the channel, and I really appreciate all the work you guys are doing on your end to make that happen. Please check us out over at Instagram.com/Saturday Morning Toy Collector. This has been the Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and remember, I will see you in the toy aisles.